Good afternoon. We will call the Three Forks Mosquito Board to order. Okay. First item on the agenda today, public comment for any items that are not on the agenda and under the jurisdiction of the Mosquito Board, Three Forks Mosquito Board. Is there any public comment? All right, we will move on to the approval of minutes. Everybody should have a copy of those minutes. They are from Tuesday, July 16th, 2024. It's just been a minute or two.
Only just a bit.
Yep. Did anyone have any changes, I guess?
I don't have any corrections.
I did not have any corrections either. Okay, is there a motion?
I would move to approve the minutes for Three Forks Mosquito Board from July 16th, 2024.
I will second that.
Okay, there's been a motion and a second to approve the minutes from the Three Forks Mosquito Board from Tuesday, July 16th. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? Okay, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Motion passes. Jeez. And it has a spot for Daleen to sign as well. Okay, we have next up budget report.
I was just trying to pull up the budget that I sent Bill. I'm sure you guys have seen it as well, but I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head.
I was kind of expecting you to remember.
Really?
Yeah,
That's fair.
full
I
recall.
do. Yep, you're right.
Cracking that whip.
Right.
We need one.
In meeting with Bill, we did get them broken down into each district having its own budget. So the fiscal budget for 2025 is $12,476.29.
For 2025 or 26?
For the, oh, sorry, yeah, the 26 budget is $14,485.81.
Can you say that again? 14,000.
$14,485.89.
89. Perfect. Perfect. Are you finding that covers most of what you need? And I apologize because I am not the liaison to
Yes, no,
the
this
bugs.
one covers the, okay, that makes that better. So yes, that covers more than the, yeah, that's more than our district needs. But it looks like it's pulling out weird salary things still, and I think Debbie knows that and is going to fix it, Debbie Kelly.
Okay.
And then I did follow up with John Semple. He's going to send me the bills for last season. So we're waiting on those. There wasn't a lot of activity last year. We didn't have a huge trap count. We will continue to do the trap counts for the district this year. And then they have been operating on the either our report saying that there's a heavy presence in calling and providing service, or the residents have been calling me and letting me know, and then provide service from there.
Okay. I was going to ask you something about, are you contracting with John again this year?
Yes. I want to get another handle on it under our belt. Without having a place down there for equipment, it's going to be hard for us to provide a service without spending a lot of money in travel back and forth, because getting down there, fogging, getting back, and being timely with when our applications need to be, we really should have a person and equipment down there, or we're spending a lot of time. Because if you're not on the site, you might go down there and find that you can't, the wind is too high, or something there, microclimate might be affecting different than it is here in Townsend, say.
And there's probably not a lot of people to contract. There's not a lot of options.
No. So if John provides aerial work and they do some ground, there is a contractor on the other side of the river that we could put out for bid for the next fiscal year if we wanted. They do the other side of the river. There are 3 rivers. So they actually handle Gallatin's portion of that mosquito district.
Okay.
Is all of the fogging down there aerial?
No, they do some ground adulta setting.
Perfect. Did anybody have anything else regarding budget? All right. Ongoing business. Commission update. Do the commissioners have an update? Anyone?
I don't.
I don't either.
I do not. I have a couple like random questions, but no update for you. Do we have a district update?
So that basically kind of covered a lot of
Okay.
it, but we're going to start trapping down there this week.
Okay.
We're not seeing big hatches, but I think with this rain and then warm up, we're going to start seeing something at the end of this week would be my expectation. But Three Forks typically is a couple weeks behind us as far as when their hatches come.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right. Any new business? No, nothing? Okay. Three Forks Mosquito Board Roundtable.
So the weed board uses this as a thing to bring up items for discussion or things that they have noticed. So providing you guys an opportunity to questions, things, patterns, whatever.
Just as an agenda item, like entering the meetings? Oh,
So we don't act on it, but we can either add them to our,
Just talk about
agenda, but talk about,
Okay.
so if we have questions or.
perfect. I think this might sound really dumb because you just assume, in a wetter year, you're going to have more mosquitoes. I don't know if that's a correct assumption.
So in a wetter year, we have more nuisance species of mosquito. So the more aggressive people feeders tend to be out more when it's wet. The species that carry West Nile are not, we tend to find them later, drier, hotter. They like those really stagnant, gross mud puddle kind of things. Those are the mosquitoes that carry West Nile. So while we might be in for a year of a high nuisance mosquito, until we dry out, we will not see West Nile. I will imagine that Montana won't see West Nile until August at least,
Okay.
just with where some places last year were getting West Nile earlier.
Okay.
We will still take our mosquitoes to Carroll College to get tested for West Nile.
Are you fully staffed? Do you have enough people to cover
Yeah, so
everything?
this district doesn't currently have staff. Right now, we're still contracting out our adulticide.
That's right. Okay.
But as far as the rest of the districts, they are staffed.
Okay. Thank you.
And our Townsend mosquito person is doing the trapping for the Three Forks district
Okay.
when she sets Townsend traps. So a little bit of her salary comes out of this budget to cover that.
And you said they get tested at Carroll?
Yep. Dr. Hokit has a contract with the Department of Health and Human Services, and they do provide him the funding for the West Nile surveillance.
Okay. Are there any other questions regarding the Three Forks Mosquito Board?
I don't have anything.
Nope.
God, we are exciting today.
It is.
Jeez, wow.
Right?
All right. It looks like next meeting is July 15th at 3:30 p.m.
And on that, I made a note for myself, and on that meeting, we'll have an election of officers, and we'll do our bylaw approvals as a board.
Election of officers and bylaws.
Yep.
I heard this weird rumor that Commissioner Swenson wanted to be chair.
I had heard that as well.
I have
Okay.
not heard that anywhere.
All right. Are there any other announcements?
Not for me.
Nope, I don't think so.
I have learned more about mosquitoes in the past 2 years than I ever realized I needed to know. Hands down. All right. We will go ahead and adjourn. Trying to read the clock. Sorry, Daleen. 44, 43.